There is an old Irish phrase, Neart agus honor, strength and honour. For Lieutenant General John F. Mulholland Jr., retired, it is more than a motto. It is a lineage. The Mulholland name traces back to ancient Ulster, Uwa Mulholland, descendants of a devotee of St. Gallen. For generations, the family held a sacred responsibility as keepers of the bell of St. Patrick, preserving one of Ireland's most revered relics for over 700 years. That legacy of faith, of duty, of stewardship would carry forward across centuries and across an ocean, from the copper mines of Avoca in County Wicklow through the immigrant gateway of Castle Garden in New York and onward to the mining towns of Michigan and Montana. The Mulholland family followed opportunity westward, shaped by hardship, resilience, and an enduring Irish identity. A son of Irish immigrants became a physician. A family once defined by labour became a family defined by service. Doctors, pilots, soldiers. And into that legacy, John Mulholland was born. Raised in an Irish Catholic family in Bethesda, Maryland, the oldest of 6 children, he grew up in a household where faith and military service were daily realities. His father was a combat pilot in the Korean War. His uncles served across multiple branches of the armed forces. Service was not a choice, it was an inheritance. He studied history at Furman University, where he also played football, before being commissioned as a second lieutenant in the United States Army. In 1983, he joined the Army Special Forces, and there he found his life's work. Over a career spanning nearly 4 decades, John Mulholland would command at every level of Army and Joint Special Operations, from the field to the highest levels of strategic leadership. In the days following September 11, 2001, then Colonel Mulholland led Task Force Dagger in the opening campaign of Operation Enduring Freedom in Afghanistan, where soldiers rode on horseback into Afghanistan and partnered with Afghan forces to help drive out the Taliban. The success of this remarkable campaign is considered one of the most effective unconventional warfare operations in modern history. He would go on to command forces in Iraq, lead United States Army Special Operations Command, and serve as Associate Director for Military Affairs at the Central Intelligence Agency. But for all the scale of his command, those who know him speak not first of rank, but of character. Admiral William McRaven described him as a proud Irishman, stubborn as a mule when it came to ensuring his soldiers had everything they needed to complete their mission and return home safely. A hard exterior, perhaps, but as McRaven said, the tenderest of Irish hearts. That sense of responsibility for others defines his leadership, in service, in command, and in the family he has built with his wife Miriam, their children and grandchildren. His life is marked not only by command, but by honour. He is a recipient of the Bronze Medal of St. Philip Neri, patron saint of U.S. Army Special Forces, the Order of St. Michael, patron saint of Army Aviation, and the Commodore John Barry Award from the Friendly Sons of St. Patrick, recognising valour in the Irish tradition in defence of the United States of America. Across centuries, across continents, across generations, the thread remains unbroken. Strength, honour, service, a legacy carried forward not in words but in deeds. Ladies and gentlemen, we are delighted to welcome Lieutenant General John Mulholland, United States Army retired, into the 2026 Irish American Hall of Fame for his contributions to public service.